I stand before you deeply humbled and profoundly grateful to accept the people's mandate to once again serve as your one Prime Minister. I consider it the greatest privilege. Now, my friends, the elections are over. We must reunite and refocus on the business of the nation. The time has come where we must get over the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, put aside haughtiness and bitterness, unfold our arms, unclench our fists, retract accusatory fingers, and embrace each other. Regardless of the outcome, we must choose Jamaica.
So yesterday I was watching the swearing-in ceremony of the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Most Honorable Dr. Andrew Holness. And I must say, as a Jamaican, I was very, very proud, extremely proud, just watching the Prime Minister being sworn in for the fourth time as the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And there are many reasons why I was so proud as a Jamaican. And, you know, one of the reasons is that Dr. Andrew Holness is the first Jamaican Prime Minister that was born after independence. Dr. Andrew Holness is about, 4 years older than I am. The last time I saw the Prime Minister, he was about 25. That was a long time ago. And just to follow his trajectory, like to come from Spanish Town High School, not one of them traditional high school in Jamaica, not like Calabar, not like Kingston College, not like Jamaica College, Spanish Town High School. Just imagine how those kids at that high school, how they're feeling today. And I know that this is his fourth time being sworn in, and this is like history for the Jamaica Labour Party. And as I said, for the Prime Minister being the first Prime Minister that was born after independence. And so it was a very proud moment as a Jamaican. And despite, if I don't agree with a lot of things that the Prime Minister, a lot of his policies, but as a Jamaican, you have to be proud because a lot of young people in Jamaica, and that is one of the things that Jamaicans, when you go in the diaspora and you see Jamaicans, like whether Canada, America, the United Kingdom, and you see us in certain space, we are very confident because coming from Jamaica, we know that we can do anything that we put our mind to. So it was a very good feeling to see. And one of the interesting things yesterday, I saw the Pastor Blair, Errol Blair. And Errol Blair, I remember going to Errol Blair Church when I was about 7 or 8 years old. And that was over 40 years ago. And when the announcement came out that the person that was going to be doing one of the prayer was Harold Blair, I'm like, is this the same Harold Blair? And it was Pastor Harold Blair. And this man, because this man, the last time I went to his church, as I said, over 40 years ago, I swear this man was about 50. So to see the man out there, like after so many years, it was, you know, it brought back a lot of memories. So that was a good thing to see also. And one of the things, just watching the ceremony, it just show you how religious Jamaica is, how godly a nation Jamaica is. The amount of prayer to see Chevelle Franklin out there performing, and just how, you know, Jamaica is all about God. And while I was watching the ceremony, I was multitasking, and then the news pop up on my screen that Donald Trump have a new list out there now with countries that President Donald Trump claim that these countries are major drug producer and drug trafficking country. And lo and behold, Jamaica was on the list. And, I've been saying to myself last night, reflecting on this list of Donald Trump and the swearing-in ceremony of the Prime Minister of Jamaica, and the 3 or 4 different prayers that took place in that swearing-in ceremony. And I'm like, is this a sign that God wanted Andrew Holness to be the Prime Minister for a time like this? Because the thing is, now is not the time for inexperience. And just seeing the list last night, that was one more confirmation to me that I believe that the Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness, is the right person for the job. Because Andrew Holness is not only intelligent, but he's a very smart and savvy politician. And to get through the next 4 years with Donald Trump, it is going to take a brilliant politician. And so last night, that was something that came to my mind, that maybe God would want it this way for the Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness, to be the Prime Minister to take us through the next 4 years. Because trust me, you don't want somebody on the training dealing with Donald Trump. You don't want a trainee Prime Minister dealing with President Trump, because Donald Trump seems like he's schizophrenic. Like, this list makes absolutely no sense at all. To have Jamaica in 2025 as a major drug trafficking, drug producing country makes no sense. So Jamaica is not the only member of CARICOM that is on this list. So I'm taking this list from the Jamaica Gleaner, and on this list you have Bahamas, Belize, Haiti, and Jamaica from CARICOM. CARICOM members that are on this list of countries, major producing drug trafficking countries. You also have Honduras, India, Mexico, Pakistan, Panama, Peru, Venezuela, Colombia, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, China, El Salvador, Guatemala. So the list is long, and I don't know, as I said, President Trump seemed to be very schizophrenic or something, because it is not even 1 year since he's president of America, and it seemed like a lifetime, the amount of things that we have gone through. And as I said, seeing this news last night, the first thing that came to my mind, maybe this is what was supposed to happen, why the Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness, won a third straight term, because we need someone with experience to deal with this. This is something that I've been following for a while, and I've been following what is going on in Trinidad and Tobago and in Guyana as it pertains to Venezuela, and America claim that Venezuela is trafficking a lot of drug into America, and why the warships are in the Caribbean Sea. And when you look at how the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago is dealing with the situation, you realize that, look, you need someone that is experienced, you need someone that is mature, because she's dealing with the situation in all the wrong way. Like, everything that she's saying, everything that she's doing is putting Trinidad and Tobago at risk, because Trinidad and Tobago is just right next door to Venezuela. And we are seeing reports coming out now that if the president of America was supposed to attack Venezuela, that they would retaliate and attack Trinidad and Guyana. So seeing all of this going on now, it gives me more confidence that the Prime Minister of Jamaica is the right person for the job, because he comes with a lot of experience. And as I said earlier, you don't want a trainee Prime Minister on the job dealing with Donald Trump. And even though a lot of people were kind of upset with how Andrew Holness dealt with the Cuban thing with President Trump, the Cuban nurse situation, I believe that in retrospect, looking at it now, it was the right thing, because you can't out-talk President Trump. President Trump seemed like he's on edge, and you just can't out-talk him. So for the Prime Minister, the way the Prime Minister dealt with that was just I guess, keep quiet and keep his cards close to his hand without exposing too much. And no, nobody's talking about the Cuban medical program. Nobody knows what is going on. So I think that level of maturity is what the Prime Minister brings to the table dealing with this situation with Donald Trump. So guys, sound off in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this, that Jamaica, Jamaica, Belize, Bahamas, Haiti from CARICOM is on this President Trump list now of major drug producing and drug trafficking countries in the world. Are you surprised about this? And do you think that President Trump is going to be sending warships close to Jamaica in the Caribbean Sea? Because we see what is going on in Venezuela when he pronounced them as drug trafficking, one of the major drug trafficking countries. Do you think that this is the same thing, or this is just President Trump just doing what he does? Very confusing. Let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, peace. I'm out.